exciting episode of Peaks and Pieces. We're going to start off this grand adventure right where we left off there in our last video in Quartzsite, Arizona. Now we gave Dieter a big birthday party, and that officially ended our winter season in 2023.
I'm not drunk yet. I got a good buzz.
Can't beat Stoli.
That glass is getting away really quick. It's still pink up to here. Look at that size. I like it pink all.
Oh, so many great memories. So many. Dieter and Doreen, they left shortly after that party, and Hank and Wemmy, hi Hank, hi Wemmy, they were the last ones to leave our winter camp there in LVTA West, Quartzsite, but they soon left after we did. One of us was left behind, and she just couldn't make it through the winter. Bella had a great life, and Dieter and Doreen were blessed with many years of snuggles and walks and great times with Bella. We all got to know Bella and loved her very much. She was a good dog, and it broke our hearts when she left us. Spring was here, and it was late March, getting to be April, and it was time to install that soft start on the air conditioner. My Honda generator just wasn't quite strong enough to run my air conditioner in here, so I needed that kit, and I put off installing that for a long time, but I got up there one day and I did it. So I did a bunch of other projects too, and even flew my kite. I think I was the only one there. But anyway, it was a ghost town there after March. There wasn't hardly anybody there. So we left. Eventually, the boys and I headed down to Fortuna Lake. It's really a pond, but whatever. It's just north of Yuma. And we stayed there for a couple of great 2 weeks. It was so pretty there. I worked on my diamond art, I did some drawing, I walked around the lake every night. The birds were incredible. This snowy egret stayed there for quite some time. You could see its yellow feet there. I wish I had my kayak, but it was still in Texas waiting for me to pick up. But this was a magical time. I'll always remember those 2 weeks. I met some great people there too. Just beautiful. And yes, Marlo, I really enjoyed your ashtray. I put it to good use. So we'll see you in a couple weeks. I decided to take a break from all the boondocking and head for an RV park there in Yuma. And it was a good opportunity to get my champion generator fixed. Dieter found practically a brand new generator at a dumpster in Quartzsite. So I took it to the shop and I got it fixed there. But I also went down to Mexico, went down to Los Algodones, did some shopping. Yeah, I had a margarita, all that fun stuff. But from there, I went to Boondock, behind the church at the center of the world. The center of the world. It's not really the center of the world. That's what they call it. But it is where General Patton trained his troops back in 1943. I had the entire place to myself. Alright, so from there I went to Indio Casino in California there. Casinos are typically a free place to park overnight for your RV, but for me, they are the most expensive. Just for me. Alright, because I tend to play the slot machines and I don't win. But it was a nice change from the lonely, dusty desert. And, pretty much the opposite, all the glitz and all the people and all the noise and the food and the music and all that. But I stayed there at the casino for a day or two, I think. But it was, I did run into a storm. I think it was the second night, or maybe the first, I don't know. But anyway, it was a storm. Rain, wind. You ever see the movie The Martian? Where Watney was blown away? It was like that. It was like that. Anybody recognize this place? It's a landmark. And it's just outside of Barstow, California. One of my favorite stops. It's Peggy Sue's Diner. Free overnight parking. I may have stayed there a couple of nights. I don't know, this is months ago. The following day, I headed to Edwards Air Force Base to see NASA's famous NB-52B Stratofortress. Yep. I love big planes, and this one was a big famous plane, and just full of history. Here on the fuselage, you can see all the projects and service engagements that this beast has done. I flew 159 captive carry and launch missions for the X-15. Remember that plane, the X-15? From June 1959 until October 1968. So it got some service, as you can see. So it's kind of wore out there. If you want some information on the X-15, it was launched from a B-52 aircraft at 45,000 feet. At a speed of 500 miles an hour. You want to be that pilot? I need an extra couple pairs of underwear. But depending on the mission, the rocket engine provided thrust for the first 80 to 120 seconds of flight. Okay, that's it. The remainder of the 10 to 11 minute flight was powerless, and ended up going on a glide, a 200 mile an hour glide. Talk about a fun ride. I'd enjoy that, I would. It set the world's unofficial speed record. You ready for this? 4,520 miles an hour. That's Mach 6.7. And how high was that? 354,200 feet. Okay, change my mind. I don't want to go. No.
Don't come round and waste my time. A generation of my time.
So after I filled my day with awe and wonder, we and the boys, we continued to Mojave, California, and noticed a bunch of cars pulling over. And thought, well, let's kind of read a look. I looked behind me to see if there were any emergency vehicles or anything, and no, there wasn't anybody there. People had their binoculars out and they were looking up in the sky, and so many people had cameras. They got the tripods out and stuff like that. But anyway, so I pulled over too. I don't know what they're looking at, but then I saw it. It was the Stratocaster. Yes, it was coming in for a landing at the Mojave Air and Spaceport. I wasn't very prepared, but you don't expect to see the Stratocaster drop out of the sky, when you're just driving around. But it is such a monster of a plane. It moved like it was floating in the air. It really did. I mean, I know it was going fast, but as it was approaching the runway, it just didn't seem like it had enough room, or I don't know. I mean, I am not a pilot, and I don't really know anything about landing planes, but I knew something was up. I just felt it. So I was close enough to the plane to hear the engines, and it was loud, the roar. So it didn't touch the runway, but it came within a few feet, and then they just full throttle, and they tried to lift the plane up again. I mean, this is huge. And they tried to lift the plane up again. I mean, I wish I knew what was wrong, or maybe it was a planned touch and go. I don't know. But they had over 7,000 feet of runway. Apparently, I looked that up, and maybe it wasn't enough, from the point of touchdown. I don't know, but it was pretty exciting. It was pretty exciting. So here we are, heading to Yreka, California.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one.
During my stay on the West Coast, I don't get out there very often. I ran up to what was it called? Rogue River State Park. And Dieter and Doreen, remember them? They're hosting up there. How fun is that, right? So it wasn't that far from my sister's place. So I went up there for, what was it, Dieter? Few days. So anyway, Dieter doesn't like to be filmed, so I'll blur out his face here.
For as long as I remember.
He's in charge of selling the firewood there at the campground and keeping the grass down and things like that. He does like his Milwaukee's best, but he also likes mowing. So here he figured out a way to mow the grass, yet still sitting in his lawn chair and enjoying a cold beer. My visit was winding down. We all went and visited my parents at their beautiful cemetery and took the grandkids to the park. Kimber saw an otter. Good job, Kimber. But anyway, this is what life was about. Just a beautiful park and visiting with family. And it was really nice. I really enjoyed it.
I wonder where they're going, the flight of...
Soon it was time to leave, and started heading to Texas to see more friends, more family, and take care of some business. Because that's where I live.
And a couple of dogs work all day to 5:30. Chain link fence and a gravel drive. Wind chime ringing on my front porch.
My destination was Walker Lake. Now I'd never been there before. I just heard a lot about it from Dieter and Doreen and a bunch of other people. And so I thought, okay, I got to go there. And I stayed at Sportsman's Campground. Now, if you ever go there, never ever go there in the fall unless you like spiders. Because now I went, when was this, in May? Yes, I was safe in May, but just remember that's when the spiders come out. The whole campground covered with spiders. I was sad to leave this beautiful spot, and but I did stop at Hawthorne, which is right up the road. You can see the lights at night. I mean, it's a really cute little town.
Every now and then go on a vacation, big radio and a country station, hot dog grill in the noonday sun, drink a little beer, boy, have a little fun. Some folks worry about getting hit, but I'm gonna live a little before I'm dead. And anyway, they say the best things in life are free. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me.
But they have a very, very famous military museum there that everyone talks about, and for good reason. I mean, I have only a few pictures here. I don't like taking pictures of museums. You know, you got to go there yourself to experience it. But it was really, really nice. Check out the artwork. You know, interesting artwork, I should say. But the lady there was super nice. Everywhere I go, the staff are just amazingly nice. Really, really nice people.
It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. No, it don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me.
Made my way up to Tonopah and stopped there for gas. And no, I didn't stop at the Clown Motel. I didn't stop at any. I mean, you can't stop everywhere, right? You never get to where you're going.
Ain't got no love and shoulders to lean on. There's always a sunny side across the river. Take a ride, take a swim, and all your worries go away. Go cross the river and you'll be fine. Go counting winners. It's right.
I did go through Goldfield, Nevada, which is an old mining town, and if you subscribe to Wonder Hussy, she did a great video on Goldfield, Nevada. She was in the parade. This was, I don't know, a month or two ago, and she'll be there next year, and it'll be fun to go to that parade. The whole town just it's a big party. So anyway, Goldfield, Nevada. I'll definitely stop there next time. Continued on to the hot spring. My friend Michelle suggested I go to this hot spring, and unfortunately I took a wrong road. To get in there is an 8-mile gravel road.
Sometimes I think I'm whistling past the graveyard. Last night I got so drunk I didn't even know.
But there's a structure there, kind of made out of stone. I don't know what the building was for originally, but inside there's all these murals. Really great artwork.
Set you free and happy.
Donkeys. I was promised donkeys. Donkeys were everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's donkeys. I kept an eye on them because, I'm not really familiar with wild donkeys and, what they chew on. So I just, kept a close eye on what they're doing there.
Sounded all that night. Got you feel.
I stopped at the Lake Mead Visitor Center. I highly recommend that. So I continued on up to Vegas and met up with a friend there in Vegas, had a good time. We made our way to Kingman. I was going to boondock in Kingman, but that didn't quite work out. I was going to stay at the Cracker Barrel. Apparently 1,000 other people had the same idea. The parking lot was tiny and it was tight, so I said no, I'm not going to stay there. So I found a campground. It was called Woody's Campground there in Flagstaff. Really super nice campground, really nice people. Just a little expensive. I did not hook up. I boondocked. They let me boondock. There's an area in the campground for boondocking. You can run your generator and all that. It's great. But $50 a night. Yeah. But it was so nice there. I stayed an extra night or two. And I just love the trees. Flagstaff is just so beautiful. And they have lattes. They have a nice store there too. So lots of wine if you like wine. But anyway, kept going. Stopped at the Painted Hills Rest Area. This was one of my best stops of the trip. Just an incredible rest stop if you've ever stayed there. It's like a park, a huge rest stop, and picnic tables, big nice views of the painted rocks. Oh my gosh. So I stayed there for one night, and just right down the road there is a place called the Teepee Trading Store. And then guess what? Tucumcari. I always stop at Tucumcari if you know me. Every time I stop at Tucumcari. It's my last stop before getting to Texas, and the one I always stop at two places. One is the Mesa Lens Dinosaur Museum and the Train Museum. Next stop was Sanger, Texas. Okay, I had a doctor appointment at the VA center there, and I always stop at the KOA, and I think I stayed there a week or two. I don't know. And this is May, so I mean they even have a fishing pond there. KOAs are expensive, but the value for this particular KOA is good to me. Okay, it is good to me. That's it. Thanks for watching. That's my trip. I'm heading back to Quartzsite next week to do another winter. But that was my summer. I've stayed here at the Elephant Butte State Park all summer, between that and Cabello Lake, here in New Mexico from July, and here it is almost November. So I have some exciting news to share with you, but not in this video. I'll wait until the next one. And my next one will be in a few weeks, so yeah. But anyway, thanks again for watching. If you like this, click the like button there and subscribe. And appreciate you watching. I really do. Take care.
There's a heavy load upon my back, no way to throw it off. For a second I believe it's gone. I'm just a fool out of luck, standing on the open road. Don't come round and waste my time. A generation of my time. There is nothing we can do.